Hey y'all, I feel like I'm always coming with my scarf on and in the bed or laying down somewhere. But but I feel like I don't and let me know how y'all feel about this, but right now we are in this economic situation where everything is high, right? With no wage changes, very little wage changes. And I feel like this is something that we've always been in, but I'm so curious as to why I just don't understand why people aren't getting paid for what they do. I feel like on any level, regardless of what you do, you put out energy and you put out work, um, and you should be getting paid for it. What I don't understand is why that concept is so difficult. And I don't think it is difficult. I just think this is just what the system is, and that, I mean, it could clearly greed, right? But it's just like if everybody got paid for what they do, no one would be struggling. And this is something that I've always thought about because it's like, but then again, greed and power and all this stuff is something that has just been. And it's just like, why? Like, why? Um, and then it's like, we're all complaining about prices for everything, right? I don't know. But it's just ridiculous, in my opinion. It's honestly ridiculous that this is something that we are having to confront and deal with on a regular basis. Like, this stuff has never gone anywhere. Like, and I think that's just where I'm at. It's just like, I don't freak out about it because this is where we've always been. Like, it's just like, this is where we've always been. People have always struggled. People have always been worried about prices. Prices have always gone up. Greed and power and in this pursuit of control has always been. And it's just like, I don't know. I'm just in this space where it's just like, complaining about it doesn't do anything. So how about we just change it? Like, just change it. It's just like, I go back to this sentiment of power to the people and how, like, the people are the ones with the power and the ability to create change. Yet, for whatever reason, collectively as people, we don't understand that concept of how we have the ability to affect change because we are the majority. And it's like, if you want change, you do something to create the change. You put action behind it. You do what it is that you need to do in order to affect the change. But it's like, so many people just talk about it and don't actually do anything about it. And so it's just like, in your own life, I feel like one of the ways to, like, because everybody is looking for some sort of freedom within their lives. And 9 times out of 10, it typically connects to our security and our stability with money, right? Because we need money in this world to operate. It's just what it is. I don't think that's the problem. I think the problem is that, I mean, it's several problems, but one of the problems is, of course, greed, power, and control. Putting it into hands of a small amount of people who don't have the ability to think of distributing wealth amongst everybody, which it's more than possible because money is created constantly. And you know what I'm saying? So it's just like that, and also just, okay, if we as the people, the majority, see that there is something wrong and we're the majority that can change that, why don't we? You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's just, I don't know. And I literally go back to like slavery, where if you're black and brown, because I've had, like, my family, both African descent and Native American descent, were enslaved, okay, and experienced some form of slavery. But I go back to it in the sentiment of, like, there was one master with however many slaves, right? The slaves were the majority, yet the master was in control of this majority, right? These enslaved people knew that what the master was doing was wrong, and yet they never did anything. They didn't do anything about it, except a few people who would run away, who would, fight back, and they may have gotten killed. But I think the thing is that because they didn't have community, the other slaves were too afraid to revolt. And so that kind of, I think it contributed to the fact that another slave was killed or severely beaten. And it's not funny, but it's just like, think about what if the slaves just been like, why didn't, like, I get it, fear, but, like, at what point do you allow fear to continue to hold you back when you are a collective and you could just band together? I mean, this is literally just my thought. It's like, if the slaves band together to go against the master, like, if every group of slaves, of enslaved people, our ancestors, band together as a collective on that particular plantation, all over, and like, went against the master, I don't believe in harm, I don't believe in violence, but you can also tie people up, all these different things, like, like, so it's just like that, you know what I'm saying? It's like this one, and I get it, it's not just one person, because it was like a collective of people who spread this ideology, but it's just like, if each slave group went against their master, I mean, they would have been free. I feel like. And it's more complicated than that, sure, but just like on the surface level, like band together and get rid of what is not good or what is harmful, and then like I don't know, and then like just be done with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I feel about it. I don't know, but I'm just sitting here thinking of it from this standpoint as in modern day, because like everything is, I mean, you could see everything as like a modern day slavery. It's like people working for minimum wage, which is $7 in 2026, or however much it is. It's not that much difference. And it's just like, bruh, like, why? Why is that? Why? Why do we have people working for like $7 in 2026 when it shouldn't, like, that don't even make sense. That don't even make sense. Does that make sense? And it's just like we're all just sitting here just like do 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 do, like just okay with it. And it's just like, why? Why? Like, I don't know. I'm just free thinking. But it's just like I'm just, free thinking. Yes, free thinking. Like we all should be doing. Just thinking about stuff, because some stuff just don't make sense. Like it's just like literally like I I just don't understand how like we as an entire country are just like okay with just whatever and don't do anything about it. Like I don't understand the not doing anything about it. It's just like do something about it. Like in whatever way, but it's just like we're the majority. I don't know. But fear is something else. Fear is what has kept this country the way that it is. And this is why, like, it's so difficult to get ahead in life, is because it's actually not. It's fear. Like, everybody is just afraid. When, like, what are you afraid of? Really? Like, yeah, but it's just like, okay, I don't know. But anyways, let me know what y'all think if I post this. But I'm just like, we have to, in whatever way, you have to you have to want to move out of the fear of whatever it is, because on the other side of that is something truly amazing. And but it takes courage. It takes courage. It takes courage. And like a willingness to know that you may fail, but what if you don't? I mean, look at all the people who have made their way into power who don't, like, and you're just like, how? Like, come on. Like, it's just like, yo, like, if this, I'm gonna tell you what, if this time period hasn't showed me anything, it has shown me that, like, if people who don't have nothing to back up anything can get into power, if you actually have the backing, like the knowledge, the expertise, the experience, the whatever, imagine what amazing things that you can do and where you can go. Because it's like, yo, how are any of us scared or fearful of what? I mean, literally, like, how? 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 Like, how? Do y'all see who's it? Do we see our government? Like, really? Like, how? 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 Seriously, how? Like, imagine what you can do in your own life. Like, if you had the audacity, just have the audacity. And it's just like, but you have the audacity in a way that actually makes sense. Like, that actually makes sense. Like, it's mind-blowing. It's so mind-blowing. But it's just like, we're like, collectively, everybody is just like, oh my God, this and the other. And cool, get it, got it, understand it. But it's just like, also, like, we the people. It's literally the first 3 lines in the Constitution. We the people. It, like, right there. We the people. You know, when I first went to college, I was in political affair. Like, my major was political science, international affairs. And I got out of the political arena because it just was corrupt through and through. And I stand by my decision. I just have zero interest. But I do see how like, if, like, it's like life begets life, corruption begets corruption, greed begets greed. Like, you gotta want to change the narrative. You gotta want to change, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, yo. Anyway, I digress. But it's just like, yo, like, we the people, like, be the change that you want to see. Be the change that you want to see in the best way. Like, because it is, nothing changes unless you change. And it's beautiful when your change ripples for somebody else's change, and somebody else's change, and somebody else's change, in the best way. Because I'm telling you, and when you look at everything and the way that it has been in a negative way, like, when it comes to racism and sexism and homophobia and transphobia and all these different things that are happening, it's like, where, like, it started from somewhere. And it just spread. So imagine if you spread the opposite. Like, just imagine if you spread the opposite. Like, it's right there. It's right there in front of all of our faces. It's literally, be the change that you want to see. Like, that's it. It's not about perfection. It's about just, it's not about it being a specific way either. It's just, be the change that you want to see. If you don't like something, okay, bye. Like, if you like, and put that change, like, I don't know. Anyways, namaste.